Welcome back. We're picking right back up where we left off last time. The sun had just set, and I had just made my first little farm. And there are a couple of immediate things that I really want to do. One is I want to put away almost all of my stuff into a chest. I will hold on to that. And I think I won't even take the sword with me or the chicken right now. I guess I will take the chicken with me. Let's go ahead and try to create another chick. No such luck. Oh, except for I am going to need some wood for sticks. And let's go back to... First of all, let's hit F3 so we can see where our coordinates are. X of around 350 and Z of about minus 350, so we know where this village is. I had some coal cooking up in the furnace, and so I'm going to grab that for some more torches. But it occurs to me that I want to go back to my original spawn point and light the way, basically between here and there. I already see monsters starting to spawn. Because I'm really concerned about the possibility of dying at some point in this world. Oops. And, alright, let's be careful. Dying at some point in this world, and being nighttime, and not being able to get back to my items from my spawn point. Once again, since there's no crafting table, that means there's no beds, and with no beds, my original spawn point is going to be my spawn point for the entire game. There's already a bunch of mobs over here. And I'm not sure that I'm going to have enough torches to do this. Basically, I'm just going to take a leisurely pace, and kind of walk back to where I believe my spawn point is. You'll recall that back in the first episode, I put up a big kind of wooden pillar near where my spawn point was, and so hopefully I should be able to find it that way. And I just want to have a lit area, both to make it easy to find my way back, as well as to have kind of a corridor that will hopefully be mostly mob-free, so that if I do die, I'll be able to get back to my possessions and whatever else I've got. So I'm going to do this. If anything interesting happens along the way, I'll bring you guys back in, but otherwise, I will see you when I get back to my spawn point, hopefully alive, and hopefully have enough food that I'm going to be able to stay alive on this journey as well. I am still wearing the armor that I found in the blacksmith in the first episode, the iron chestplate, which I'm sure was a really lucky find and is going to help me a lot, probably staying alive throughout this challenge. Alright, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, I made it across most of the desert placing torches occasionally. I ended up having to sprint from some spiders and zombies and things. But I see the desert well over there and the lava pool over there, and so I know my initial spawn point is around the corner up here. But I think the forest is going to be a little bit too dangerous at night. I'm afraid a creeper's going to sneak up on me. And I don't have a ton of food left, or torches left at this point. And so basically I'm just going to stand up here and wait until daytime, and then the daytime we'll go walk up there and add a few more torches that kind of connect the rest of the way. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, I see some skeletons burning up over here. Since this torch is kind of going a little bit in the wrong direction, I'm going to go and pick it back up. That'll also give me some more torches that I can place. But we'll go see if we can get any lucky drops from these skeletons. Keep an eye out for any spiders who may still be alive. Hooray! I've got some bones and arrows. At some point, in the not-too-distant future, I hope to actually kill a skeleton with my bare hands, or possibly with the iron sword that I found in the blacksmith shop. Ooh! And it is raining. Alright, well that's a bummer. But we'll live. There we go, okay. So it actually was pretty close to being on the right track. I am going to go add a little bit of light over near the spawn point, and then meet you guys back at the village. Ooh. Where are the zombies? There is... No, it's not a cave system. I actually have to stay here and listen, because if there were a zombie dungeon, that would be something that I would definitely want to check out. Alright, the rain is making me antsy, but there's at least a possibility of a zombie dungeon down there. So we'll have to come back to that. I don't want to deal with it in the rain. This could turn into a thunderstorm, and mobs could start spawning on the surface, and that would not be good for me. While I'm here, I'm always going to need to be collecting more trees for more wood, for more torches and things. And so I'm going to do some of this. And yeah, then we'll meet back at the village. Okay, I put some light at the spawn point, but the rainstorm just became a thunderstorm. And I know when it's a thunderstorm, the light level goes down more, and so it's possible now that mobs might start spawning anywhere. Oh good, I'm getting some more apples, so that's really good. Have some more food. I'm actually going to go ahead and eat an apple right now. But now that mobs might start spawning outside, even though it's still daytime, now I'm in a lot of trouble. And so I am going to head back. Well, I could either head back to the village, or I could just hole up underground. Maybe I should just hole up underground. Alright, the rain stopped. But it's nighttime, and I hear a spider out. And so... if it's only a spider I hear, I could probably fight him off. And then take a peek and see where I am. Where'd you go, Mr. Spider? You lost me already? There he is. So long as this thing is not wide enough for him to come get me, I can fight him off pretty easily. And then, provided I can see who's around, I would like to try to travel back to the village at night, rather than waste more time. I did collect a bunch of wood, and I do still have some more apples for some extra food, so that's good. There's some more saplings from decaying trees up here. Alright, but no immediate monsters. And so now I should be able to follow these torches back to the village. And so I'm going to do that, and so I will see you guys in a bit. Oop, spider. Oh, crap. And you are a friendly spider, which I felt pushing me before. It's very fortunate that there's a torch right here. Nevertheless, I do not want to risk it with you. I am just going to sprint away the rest of the way to the village, where there's a bit more light and a little less likelihood of running into mobs, hopefully. Oh my gosh, there's still a bunch of bad guys around here. Oh, spiders, spiders, spiders! Yuck, yuck, yuck! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's run away. Oh, and a skeleton. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Let's get into the light over here and hope everyone has forgotten about me. Alright, back against the wall, literally. But I think we're going to survive. And the sun or the moon... Right, the moon is setting over there, and so the sun should be rising in not too long. Oh my goodness, that was a little bit scary, without much to defend yourself. Alright, but I have made it back, and now I have some torches at my spawn point, and so if I do die, I feel a little bit more comfortable. So I'm going to wait out the night and see you guys in the morning. Uh-oh, here comes the skeleton, he just saw me. Night is about to be over, the sun is starting to rise, and so I think the smartest thing with respect to this skeleton is just try to lose him around the house. Oops, but he's still chasing me. And at some point in the very near future... Oh, he's still coming after me, I think. Yikes. At some point in the near future, he will start burning. Oh, dear! Ah, took a shot. Alright, I'm still at the point where I can regain health. But apparently we are just going to run circles around this little house until such point as the sun rises high enough to start killing the skeleton. And whatever other bad guys of the undead may be around. Alright, he seems to have lost the ability to track me. I guess I ran far enough away. And any moment now, I would expect... Yes, I see a skeleton burning over there. He might be standing under the ledge of the house roof. I didn't think of that. Oh, there he is. And yes, he's under the ledge. And so it might be a good idea for me to modify these villager houses so that they don't have any shading underneath them. Alright, but now I'm feeling at least good enough that apart from him and possibly one or two other, creepers or spiders, I'll be in good shape. I did get brave and come over to the furnace last night so that I could start getting some charcoal burning up so that I could make some more torches. And so I've got a bit more of that going right now. And there's this skeleton. Can I lure him out, or is he just going to stand underneath there? It looks like possibly he's become smart enough that he wants to avoid burning up. There's spiders over here. I don't see any creepers. And it would be good for me... Well, are there any eggs in here? I don't see any eggs in here, actually. And it seems like I have fewer chickens than I used to have. And so I'm not sure if somehow chickens died of something or something. This could be a problem. I definitely need more live chickens in order to keep having food to stay alive. Alright, I'm going to plant some more trees around here, which I could use for also cutting down to get apples. I'm going to get rid of the sheep in here because they're not really helping me. And yeah, do a little bit of other tending, see if I can get rid of this skeleton. And I will meet you guys in a bit after I do some more tending to the area. Alright, the sun's about to go down. It's behind the hill over there. I went ahead, I took off the eaves on this house so there isn't shade right below it. And I have done some wood farming and have tons of torches. And so at this point, I seem to recall that there's a cave somewhere right over here. And so since it's going to be nighttime, I guess we can go and do a little bit of spelunking. Because at some point we're going to need to find a dungeon. I could try walking back all the way over to my spawn point where I heard some zombies. It seemed like there was at least an outside oh, hello. And I wonder if I should... So in terms of being able to fight mobs, like this early on, I have an iron sword, but I really want to hold on to it for when I need to fight, Blaze in the Nether or some things like that. Or to have just as a tool for blocking. I don't want to just use it to start killing enemies willy-nilly, because it might be the only sword I get in the entire game. It was a really lucky find. And, and I'm not healing. And so in any case, I think for right now... Oh my gosh, I need to stay alive. Hold on. For right now, let's just stay alive. And I have tons of torches, and so let's start using it, actually, to light more of this landscape up around here. Actually, maybe that's what I should do at the beginning of this night, is just add some torchlight all around the village. I'll be able to see the dark spots much easier. Oh my gosh. Another skeleton. And make sure that I'm going to be able to stay alive, even with a little bit of armor. I could be in a lot of trouble over here, because this is not at all well lit. Alright, so I think I'll do that. I'll bring you guys back in if there's anything too exciting, but hopefully the excitement that I encounter will be minimal. Oh, good! Apples! Great! Food is good. Obviously, I'm trying to get the chicken population up before I need to kill more chickens that I can use for food as well. Yeah. Alright, I'll bring you guys back in as necessary. So yeah, the village has been very poorly lit, and so I'm going about lighting more of it up, and I realized I have this little tower building, which it's both important to have climbed up so I could put a torch on the roof so I don't have mobs spawning, up top up here, as well as it's a nice place that if I need to go, run and hide, if I really need to heal, I could always climb up here, and this seems to be a reasonably safe place to go. And I had forgotten, there's another village. I can even just kind of barely see it on the horizon right over there in the desert, and we'd never walked over there. There could be a blacksmith chest over there, which could have other good loot, and so I think that's the next thing that we need to do, actually, when it turns daytime. So I'm going to continue lighting up very well all the area around this village tonight, and then tomorrow we'll head over there. And I just saw the fences around part of the village things, and it occurs to me that that would be a really good thing for animal pens, at least in single player. That should work pretty well. And so I should harvest some fences at some point, and hold on to them to use for that. And that is a skeleton who might see me soon. I also need to not look at the Enderman. So, still relatively fraught with peril early on here in this game. Oop, there's a creeper too. Oh my goodness. Guys spawning everywhere. I have not lit this up well at all. Well, I have tons of torches. Maybe I'll do it in the morning.